Hey, this is Mr. Black, Operational Extras YouTube channel. I'm going to make a quick demo tape on making a case for the cigar tube. Mr. Black, going to make a simple case for the cigar tube lighter. Cut to size and folded. This is like the second step, which is the sewing, but basically what we have is one fold and two folds. So that and that. This is going to be your belt loop, which is also going to be a cover, and I'll show you how to rig that just in case you want to throw this in the pack without hanging it on something. Cigar tube stove lighter slash fire starter will be in there, and then this will go over like this, and then we'll just rig a 550 cord tie to put through there to keep it closed. Again, just pretty simple design. So I'll jump onto this next deal here. What I did is sewed the belt loop, which was this top part and this. So 1, 2, 3 layers, 1, 2, 3 layers. Alright, and add one more section of 3-layer thickness, and then it should be easy sewing. Alright, there's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and sew down this edge, and then I'll start up again. So I'm going to continue on, finish it up on that one side. Okay, there's my Frankenstein stitch job down the side of this thing. So I could dress it up a little bit, but it's not really important. I don't really think too much about what it looks like as long as it's doing the job. So that's kind of what we have so far. This is the open side I need to sew, and this is the sewn side. I'm going to go ahead and leave this extra on the end and just get another piece of inner core and do the same thing on the other side. So that's what we got so far. Okay, what we got here is the cigar tube winter, or actually anytime, just a stove lighter, 8 cotton balls, 3 or 4 squirts of lighter fluid, and this is not really the project, but it's used to put this in there or into the tinder like the stove. Okay, so we have that. Now the project is this cover for that simple device, and we did the fold, 2-inch webbing, basically folded like this. Okay, and then the second part, and just for scale, about as long as a Mora, or a little longer, actually a little shorter at this seam than the whole deal. You want it to get down in there so it doesn't slide out. This one's going to be tight because it's a bigger size than the ones usually find. So all right, we got that. We're going to give it a test here, see if it fits. And I just left this stuff at the bottom. I got an idea for that I'm going to try out. So tight squeeze at first, get those stitches lined up, especially at the top because you have 3 layers there. It's actually bending the tube a little bit, so it's pretty tight, but one of them's got to form to the other. Actually, it didn't bend the tube too bad. It's still round, but okay, that's what we have right there. Now this, which is a belt loop, is also, if you don't want to have it on your belt, is going to be a flap. Okay, and that's just a simple piece of 550 cord and put through here in either a cord lock or something just to close that down, just an overhand knot or whatever you want to do to close it. You could probably put a button if you make that a longer flap, but anyways, just a simple project. So you can carry this either outside your pack or possibly on your belt. Be sure to put it on the side, not the front or the back, and that's about all I got. So there it is, the cigar tube, stove, lighter, fire lighter case. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Mr. Black, Operational Extras, YouTube channel, out. Okay, this is just a little discovery I made. We just went over making this, which is just a simple 2-inch webbing, overhand simple stitch down both sides, starting from this point to the base, from this point to the base. Again, left these on there for another option, but what I just discovered is this is a little tough to get out. So once you get it out, it'll work in, loosen up, but anyways, that's that. So here's the discovery. I just set it down and I came back to it and realized that it was sitting like a cannon, basically, and that is a good thing. So let's see what that does. This is probably not the most sturdy thing, but just for a quick little area light that's going to be closely monitored because fire is dangerous. You got that. So that belt loop has become a multi-purpose. Let's see, 3, the belt loop, the lid, and now a stand. It's starting to turn into a night eyes project, but anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. Take care, be safe. Thanks for watching. Mr. Black, Operational Extras, out. Well, I just discovered something else. Gotta get this. Hold it in my knees. 2 of the 4 down. Three-strand braid. It was like out of frame the whole time. Sorry about that. Where was I? There we go. That's close enough. What I'm trying to do is get this to here. I have to extend that somehow. But anyways, this is getting out of hand. But that's going to be the closure if you decide not to use it as a belt loop. So just wanted to share that with you. Alright, thanks a lot. Take care. Okay, now another add-on. This is my little sewing kit. I've had this for quite a few years, and it's a little trench art I did, I guess you'd call it. It's not an Altoid tin. This had a small Swiss Army knife in it. These things came out around Christmas time, little gift boxes and stuff, so a lot of people got the knives and didn't want the tins, so I said, well, I'll have that. And there's one. I got a bunch of different watch cases and stuff like that people just were going to throw away. So anyways, barbed wire and a bolt knife, and here's the inside. And I just thought of this because I was looking for a button, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a button on this thing. And the whole idea was a simple case for the cigar tube. Then it turned into this deal where it's a stand. Again, very unstable stand, but you know, you got to use what you got to use in this kind of stuff, so I figured that was a plus to have that little standing candle kind of a deal. And anyways, you'll need to pull this out. I just showed you that earlier, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to go through the sewing kit real quick as I look for a button. They've got black walnuts and hickory. They make good buttons if you just find them split, and you can abrade them down, and then you basically have a two-hole button. There's a few other nuts and seeds that you could use for that, but there's that. These, I've never used one, because all of the needles I have, I could probably get my forearm through pretty much, so there's that. That's just this is a sail needle, so I just keep this, I guess, just in case. and it establishes that it's a sewing kit. This is the artificial sinew. Everybody knows about that. I've been a big fan of that stuff for years. It's handy. This is a little Swiss Army knife. I forgot the name, but it does have a little tiny pair of... No, it doesn't. This one doesn't have a pair of scissors. I thought it did, but this is just a blade. So I have a blade. I don't need the scissors. Toothpick and tweezers, but it fits in the kit. Got a little Krylon job on it. Had that in my sock for a couple weeks. Here's a little souvenir. I think it's from one of the little roadside attractions. I'm not sure, but just a little needle case, wood. Looks like hardwood needle case. Pretty traditional. Small needles in there. Usually threaded up already, so I could just take one out. Then I wrap the excess around the outside, so it's ready to go. This wasn't planned, so it's just kind of a mess. Just standard cotton thread. There's another big sewing missile. And these are just blanket pins. Just heavy duty, like forged blanket pins. So these come in handy. Usually one around the neck and one around each arm at the wrist or at the elbow, and you can make a nice little jacket type poncho thing. So I usually just have 3. Here's what happens if you push too hard when you're using this as a like a palm thimble or whatever. I think that's coming through, but they bend, but it's still good. I could use it for other stuff. So just keep that, and if it breaks the eye completely, I might make an awl out of it, because this is a little different than the other ones there. Standard buttons, 2 large, 1 small, actually 3 large, and just some sewing, like MSR repair kit thread, little miniature flaming cobra. Just to burn ends of webbing or the string or thread, cord or line. And these are just cheap. They break every time I try to use them, but for some reason I keep them in here. They're just, I don't know, they're cheap, so they break, and they're in there. Got some little rings in here. Not really any reason for that, but just had them, so I put them in there. So that's basically the sewing kit. It's not too fancy, but it gets the job done. And if I ever need more stuff, I just put it in there if I can fit it. But I have more than enough to do pretty much anything that I need to do. So that's all you need. That's it on the sewing kit. So thanks for watching. Got this done today, and well, not done, actually it is. I'm gonna call it done because I'm kind of tired of it already, but that's the case. Take care. Thanks for watching. Mr. Black, Operational Extras, out.